Hey everyone, Victor is here, and today I have a fun mechanism here for you. So let's see what we are dealing with. We are starting with an aromatic molecule where we have an alkene and alcohol as our functional groups, and we are treating this molecule with MCPBA, which is typically a reagent for the epoxidation reaction. But when I look at my final product over here, well, it doesn't look like an epoxide. So let's walk through the steps of this mechanism and see if we can figure it out. First, I'm going to start by redrawing my starting material and showing the structure for MCPBA. The epoxidation step here is what we are going to start with, so I'm going to show the electron movement for this one, which we know to be like this. There is also a 5-arrow version, so if you like the 5-arrow version more, that's perfectly fine. Now, as a result of this epoxidation, we are going to get, well, an epoxide. But here is something important here to keep in mind. The co-product of the epoxidation is, well, the carboxylic acid. And at the same time, we have an epoxide and an alcohol here, which means that we actually can proceed to the acid-promoted epoxide opening. So my next step here is actually going to be protonation of my epoxide. So I'm going to show this epoxide grabbing a proton from my carboxylic acid like so, giving me the following protonated intermediate. Now from this point, we can do our epoxide opening because we have our epoxide and we have a nucleophile, which is our alcohol over here. In acidic conditions, epoxides open from the more substituted side, which means that I'm specifically going to be targeting this carbon over here. So my nucleophile going to come in and open my epoxide from here, making a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-membered ring that going to look like this. And if I renumber my atoms here, my atoms are oxygen is number 1, then I have my number 2, 3, 4, and 5 over here, and I used to have a bond over here between carbon and oxygen, and that is the bond that I broke in this case. So I'm going to say that it used to be a bond just for the clarity's sake here. And so the last part here in this mechanism would be to bring our carboxylate, our conjugate base of our carboxylic acid. I am not going to redraw the entire thing, I will just show the carboxylate, and I will show that being a conjugate base, pulling this proton off from our molecule like this, giving us our final product. Pretty cool, right? So even if you know what your product is going to look like, always double check for any other possible reactions that your final product can do, because in this case epoxide turned out not to be our final product and reaction continued. So what did you think about this mechanism? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video and learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Check out this video next, and I will see you next time.